That's exactly what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Negro Jump podcast. I'm your host, Jarrod Fortune, and I am joined today by the one and only. What we going by? What we going by today?
Today, I mean, we were just talking about One Piece, so I'll go with Carlos Delgado.
Ooh,
confirmed member of the D Clan, confirmed Shark psychic, confirmed author.
come on, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining us.
The fanfare.
So we'll get right into it. You got a Heart Pirates tattoo.
Right on the above the elbow. That's correct.
Heart Pirates tattoo.
Member of the D Clan.
Member of the D Clan.
Yeah, but I'm not the protagonist. I mean, I'm the protagonist in my own story. But I'm not the sun god. I'm not here. I'm not Luffy. I'm not here to change the world. I'm here to get mine.
I hear that.
It's so aggressive in the morning.
I know, right? But this is Negro Jump podcast. I am joined by comedian, writer, big Black Clover fan, One Piece fanatic,
Academic. I'm an anime academic.
Carlos Delgado.
Thanks, me. Hello.
So thank you so much for joining me, man. Like I said, we'll just get right into it. We were talking about One Piece.
That's right.
One Piece is coming to an end soon.
It is.
I see 2.5 years left.
Okay, that is mortal standards. For 2.5 years for Oda is about 6.5.
I really think, I sincerely think.
You think he's winding it down like that?
I think he is.
I call it 5.
I think it's 2.5. I really do.
Because his trap is, he's like Miyazaki. He's the tyrant. Like, even though his editors control a little bit of in terms of like production schedule and pacing, if he decides, you know what, I'm going to introduce an 8th warlord, there's really nothing nobody can do about it. Because everybody is going to know that's just going to be fire. It's going to sell, and it's going to create more merch, movies, episodes, everything, blah, 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 blah.
Well, he did drop Monster. Did
you watch it?
Of course. First of all, I read it. Jinx.
way back in the day on like Reddit, like on the Reddit sub forums, you had to find it there.
Oh, it's been out that long?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you couldn't find the whole issue online for a while. You can only find like the individual pages scanned. So that's how I read it first.
And what year was this? Was this before Thriller Bark?
No. He made that when he was 18, dude.
Fucking Oda the Madman.
Right? There's a reason why he was apprentice under Kishimoto-san, fucking Dragon Ball Z creator, you know?
Right.
Or what's his name?
Akira. I didn't know he was a straight up he was a straight up apprentice.
He's goated, dude. Since day one.
Older to go, man. And then seeing what his influences are, like that Kid Viking show I used to watch, it's like One Piece makes absolute sense.
Yeah.
It definitely does. Back to this 5-year. I'll say that I don't see it.
Okay.
And that's strictly because of one, now he's saying that majority of what we've been watching has been filler.
It has been.
I blame that on Dressrosa.
Of course. I blame it on the Warlords. They weren't. The Warlords didn't exist in the original runs.
But it was such a good thing.
It was just it was supposed to be Luffy just adventures from the main initial like storylines to the 4 emperors. But
he was supposed to just jump right.
Yeah, he was supposed to have some adventures in the middle to level up, but then just start getting into the 4 emperor shit. But they for pacing reasons, they're like, you can't do that. He was like, all right, I'll make something up. And then he just made up the Warlords. And knowing Oda, right?
Right.
Every time he creates a character, he has to sit down and create their fucking whole backstory. And
put the work in.
And how they tie into everything that exists.
And I hate to even admit that myself, that Oda just had to make things up along the way. And somehow it just worked.
It just works.
And I definitely blame that on 12-year-old Jarrod that's still here, still watching One Piece.
Still watching.
And like how do you just make this up? How do you just make up 20 years of fire? Like bro, when we landed in Alabasta,
yeah,
I'm like, all right, this is different.
Right.
This is fun, but this is different.
It felt different. Well, it felt familiar too. Mm-hmm. That's Oda's really good at what is it? Oh man. I would call it reflecting his storylines and his themes, right? All of One Piece built up to that time skip. And then from that time skip, it's like you take everything that happened in One Piece and you flip it over, and now we're working our way back. We're reflecting it.
Right.
So Dressrosa to me, it was Alabasta Part 2. Right? Similar themes, similar plot situation, right? But what you now have is this older, more experienced crew dealing with and again, also another warlord who took over the country, right?
Yeah.
But now you're getting into bigger scale things because Crocodile was just Crocodile isolated with Baroque works. Doflamingo was connected to who? Kaido.
Yep. Them strings ran deep.
So you're getting what he has. So the way that you can do 20 Years of Fire is you write 10 Years of Fire and then you rewrite the first 10 Years of Fire for another 10 years. That's how you do it.
And that's something a understudy of Akira would do.
Right?
Would
That's authorly shit. That's literary strategy. That's what you do.
Okay.
You reflect themes. That's what you do.
Who was your favorite warlord?
Oh my God, Gecko Moria, dude. I've never connected more to a character than Gecko Moria. Just pseudo goth. I'm Latino. I grew up with spooky shit. Like, got the Joy Division shit at home. Pseudo goth. Just wants to be left alone with a lot of hot chicks. That's 16-year-old me. That's 12-year-old me. That's teenage era Carlos in a heartbeat. Like with the hair, I had that hair.
Okay.
I had that hair.
Okay, I see it.
You know what I mean? And
Okay.
and also he was, he was kind of also Edward Scissorhands in a way.
Yeah.
Right? So it's very, very Tim Burton, dude. I loved all that Burton shit.
People really don't like the Thriller part.
I know they don't.
They really don't.
I know.
But it foreshadow and set up so much.
It's interesting. It does foreshadow and set up so much, but at the same time, it was one of those things where I think he just made it up, because again, he's a warlord, right? He had to make that up, right? He had no plans for that.
Right.
He's like, let me just put my favorite shit in here, right? You got zombies, you got the warlord, you got the giant, the undead, the really over the top kind of like sexual aggression.
Okay.
Thriller Bark is peak Sanji a fucking creepo mode.
Oh yeah. He
Yeah.
got jealous at somebody for acquiring a power that he fantasized about as a boy.
As a boy, to be able to peep on girls. Like, this is peak creep Sanji. So I would say that's Oda. That's part of his sense of humor. So that's all of that. He just threw everything in there and then introduced Bartholomew Kuma, another warlord, right? Throws all that in there, gets it cooking, and then realized as he moved on, shit, I'm gonna have to do something with this.
Yep. You set up too much. You put too much heat. The thing about Thriller Bark that I like the most is that this feels like the first official Straw Hat adventure. Like big adventure.
Big adventure.
Like, yes, we're going on multiple ones. Yes, we've been to Alabasta, Skypiea, Water 7, and this lobby. But we're whole now.
You get the first team battle. The real big team battle.
We're 8 deep. Somebody thought they captured us, caught us off guard, took out the top 3 of us, and then once we got our shit together and then found out that the Skeleton Man that we met,
Yeah, he was cool.
he's cool and he knows the baby whale we met forever ago.
Laboon. He's family now.
So it's like, of course we about to wreck shit.
Now we got to wreck shit out of respect.
Out of respect, because they don't understand that we're the Straw Hats.
They don't get it. They don't know yet.
We got stuff to do.
That was their real big, like I believe that is their second warlord they took down. That's already billion bound and buried to me. 2 warlords, government stooges.
2 warlords and a government facility.
That's right. Yeah, you're right.
And a government facility.
And that was also their first fuck you to a Buster call. That was the first time they were like, a what call? Yeah, we're good.
They're like, all right, sure.
Oh,
Where's Robin?
You mean this world's equivalent of a nuke? You're good? Yeah, well, not anymore. Ever since recent things. No spoilers. There's crazier things going on now.
There's a lot. There's a handful. But all right, I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. You're the first Thriller Bark fan I've come across in a minute.
But you have to understand something, Jarrod. I'm a writer. I have weird tastes because
Okay.
I look at things in terms of craft in addition to cool.
Mm.
And so when I look at Thriller Bark, or for me also, Punk Hazard
Okay.
is one of my favorites too.
Punk Hazard was a fun time.
It was a fun time, but it was interesting for me as a craft to see how are you going to connect Dressrosa to what happens moving forward. How do you transition out of that?
Right.
Punk Hazard was what introduced us right now to Egghead. Direct connection. That's what's his name? Vegapunk's island.
Right.
And it also introduces Sanji's lineage.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
This and Wano. Like it does so much. And when you think about it, there's a lot of unnecessary shit there too. Like those two Sasquatches. You remember the two Sasquatches with the guns and the hats?
The hitmen that we see
The
one
goons,
time.
the Sicarios,
We see one time.
and then they're done.
That's it.
Right. It's not perfect. Right. There's definitely fat left that you can throw on the table, but yeah. So I look at things in terms of craft.
Okay. I definitely try to explain to my co-host Cordero, who's not here today, that look, I understand like you feel the heat, the tension of One Piece, but you need to understand that like all the other things going on around Luffy and the Straw Hats is just there. That's it.
It's a living world.
Take it in,
Yeah.
acknowledge it. Oh, that's cool. You wish you knew more about it. So do I. But we got somewhere to be.
I wish I knew more about Ryuma.
Mm.
We get 108 Dragon Mercies.
That's right.
Right? We
That's
get
right.
monsters,
Mhm.
right? We get I think when Oda's done with this, I don't know if he's gonna do what the other guys did, like Tite Kubo or the guy who did Bleach. He could come back
It
with
was tight. So like Bleach and Naruto.
Yeah,
Like with like the newer kids.
there could be spin-offs here. This world is so rich.
I'm ready to see the Roger story. Animated. And he want to spoil. He biting his lip.
I want it so bad. I want it so bad. You know, like that's the thing. But part of it is
That's a mean 25 episodes.
part of how good it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get at the end. We're going to get Roger's story.
Come on.
We have to.
Come on. Brooks said, "Oh, you talking about that rookie from back in the day?"
Right? Right? Oh my god, dude.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
All right, let's transition.
let's see. 2 questions first before we leave One Piece.
Mm.
Give me your favorite 3 arcs, no particular order.
Oh, sure. I'm gonna say the whole Rescue Ace arc is number 1. Marineford, Impel Down into Marineford,
Combined as one? Yep.
combined as one. I combine it as one. If you want to at me on it, we can talk about it. But they're two connected thematically and chronologically for me not to separate them.
That was within like what 24 hours?
Yeah, exactly. Number 2, Dressrosa. It shows one of the most beautiful backstories, which is Law.
Okay.
For me, Law really is one of the strongest characters to show that one of the themes of One Piece, which is like, about redemption and learning about love, right?
Mhm.
Corazon. Number 3, this one's interesting, but I kind of really fuck with the Foxy Pirates,
Okay.
the Battle Royale.
No, that's fun.
You know what I mean?
It's a fun time. It's a fun time.
Here's why.
Okay.
Here's why. And I was thinking about it because I could go with obvious choices. I could go with Wano. I could go with this. I can go with that. But the Foxy, the Ring Island, the whole fucking Davy back fight. It was dumb. All right.
Very dumb.
It was so insanely stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Luffy with an afro. Why would he have an afro? Why?
Because we got time.
Because
we got time.
we got afro time, right?
We got time today, yeah.
But I watched it all.
Mm-hmm.
And now in the current One Piece, the current opening, right, which is one of my favorite openings. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I believe I forgot her name, but she directed a couple of she directed the Roger's Dream episode of One Piece during Wano, where you get to see like this beautiful pastel color of both Luffy and Roger sharing their dream with people, but you don't hear it.
Mm-hmm.
That whole animated section. And also, I believe it was the one of the Gear 5 episodes. I forgot her name, but shout out to her. she storyboarded the current opening of One Piece. And in that, there's this moment where Luffy's walking forward, and as he's walking forward, his appearance transitions from every arc. It flips through. And one of those was him with the afro from the Davy Back fight, and I cheered when I saw that.
That's right.
I cheered. How could such a dumb arc make me cheer like that today? Clearly, that's one of my favorites.
Bro, when the live action trailer came out,
Mm-hmm.
and when him and Usopp were looking, him and Kobe were looking at the board of the wanted posters.
Saw the Foxy poster.
I'm like, is that Foxy? I'm like, we getting Foxy?
He's a wanted man.
We getting Foxy?
He's a criminal.
We getting Foxy in the live action?
I sincerely hope we do.
Is for the live action to be successful
Mm-hmm.
from where we started at.
Mm-hmm.
We got to go to Alabasta,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to go to Skypiea.
I gently disagree.
Okay.
I think it has to die. I think it has to end at the end of Alabasta.
Okay.
That's it. I think for me, One Piece live action is a promotional tool. It is meant to draw in audience members who don't necessarily fuck with anime or manga into anime and manga. It is meant as a recruitment tool.
Ooh.
I don't think it's meant for longevity, and I wouldn't be interested in it in terms of longevity. I would say get through Alabasta, get big finish, right? Warlord, big fight. A lot of themes paid off, new characters introduced. Really, I would say the end of Alabasta is really the end of Luffy's intro into the world arc.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an established pirate. I have taken down a warlord of the sea. I am a wanted man. There. That's where I would pick to end it.
Okay.
You would want to keep going to Skypiea?
I mean,
You want to produce Skypiea?
Me understanding.
How are we going to pay for this?
It's older and his budget is just unlimited.
This is true.
At this point.
He sells more than Batman. He's got money.
Come on, he got the country of Japan behind him.
The statues everywhere. How fucked is that?
They're like, what do you want?
How fucked is that?
What do you want that you're older?
What if you walked out here right now and you saw a statue built based on one of your jokes?
I would probably just take a pic, do a prayer every time I see it. Like,
It's
to 9 of your jokes.
not
to 9 different
to
jokes.
an album technically. That's an album,
Bro, it's pretty wild. So I don't know. They set up so much in the first season.
Yeah.
They episode 1 with Zoro fighting Mr. 7, which we've only heard about.
We never get to see it. Right.
Only heard about it.
And now we saw it.
And we saw it and like, okay, so we're going to Alabasta. Right?
We have to.
We're going to Alabasta.
That's a hard promise.
So if we're going to Alabasta, that means we're going to Drum Island, right?
We have to.
We got to get Chopper.
We got to get Chopper. We can't do Alabasta without Chopper.
Usopp can't fight Groundhog Lady and Mr. 3 by himself.
He can't 2v1.
He can't.
He's not there yet.
He's not. He barely fought that pufferfish guy.
I know. He did do all right though. In the live action, he did way better than in the anime. The anime, he was like heavy coward status. True blue coward status.
Yeah, they definitely kept it.
He's a little bit braver in this one.
Yeah. All right, that's an interesting take. I'm gonna remember that too. Well, like, hey, maybe Oda just did this because the live action Yu Yu, I see them possibly doing a second season.
Look at this.
But
look at this, right?
But
I couldn't get through the first episode.
Just watch it, man. Like,
yeah,
it's good.
You putting your name on it?
I'm putting my name on.
Okay, I'll watch it.
If you watch live action One Piece,
I loved it.
You're not gonna mind live action Yu Yu.
Okay.
I will say, like, once they actually get into it with Toguro, I'm like, all right, now I feel like I'm watching like old school Mortal Kombat.
Okay, because that's I was thinking about it on the ride over here, which was like, because I'm wearing the Dark Tournament shirt, you know. Why couldn't I get through the first episode of Yu Yu? And I think it's because it looked too modern to me.
Yeah,
because old Yu Yu is of its time, dude. It's the 90s, dude. It's the 90s, man. You're right.
The fits in the show,
they were a big part of it, right? Who is the author of Yu Yu Hakusho?
Toshagi.
Right. Also co-author of Hunter x Hunter. Who's his wife?
The creator Sailor Moon.
He's got style coming out of him, my G. Those outfits.
Dripping.
Those outfits.
All of the wallpaper art of like Team Urameshi.
Yeah.
Like, I want this in a lookbook. Like, this is how I want to be dressing.
Yeah.
35.
Kuwabara in the
Yeah.
white high school uniform
Come on, bro.
with the belly band, dude.
Come on, bro.
Come on. That's a fit.
Any fit that Kurama had on.
Yes.
Come on.
Absolutely.
Come on.
I like the Fox Kurama, Demon Form Kurama. I'm pretty sure he made my coffee at my coffee shop this morning. That is a modern day Bushwick Brooklyn outfit, dude. It's glorious. He's ensconced.
Yoko Kurama.
Yoko Kurama made my coffee this morning.
I'm dead. Definitely give it away. Don't just throw it away because it is a hard curve. They start with the Door to Demon World. Like, they start off very strong.
Oh, they cut some shit.
They like kind of like with One Piece. They just like, you know what? It's been out long enough.
Squish it.
Squish it, but no, don't make it bad. Just use everything here. You got all the pieces.
Use all the best parts. Put it together. So they cut out a lot of the demon, like the spirit detective shit.
They
because that didn't last long in the anime either. The spirit detective shit. They expressed it.
Because I was worried. I was wondering. So I was like, so how are we going to do? Because you can absolutely introduce Hiei and Kurama within the first 2 episodes. Absolutely do that. But how are we going to do Genkai and Rambo?
Oh, yeah.
Because the trailer, we automatically see Toguro. And
we see Toguro.
All right, so are we going to do Rambo? Are we going to do the training arc with Genkai?
Yeah.
How is he going to be with Genkai?
Are we doing the Snow Demon, the Snow Princess thing?
Are we doing the what was it, the four demons?
Yeah. Or the house. You remember that house that they were stuck in?
That was season 3. I'm talking when all of the little demon mosquitoes were infecting people.
Oh yeah.
You
gotta cut that.
That was the first big mission.
It was
for Team Urameshi.
It was. You gotta keep that.
So I'm thinking, and definitely anybody that like, please don't let this discourage you from watching it. Definitely watch it, give it a chance, and then think like, how could they pick it up from here? Because it's not like the show is completely lost. Yes, Toguro is. The Dark Tournament is absolutely the climax.
It's peak
of Yu Yu Hakusho.
It's peak.
So from emotions to just like
everything.
Yes, Yusuke beat the hell out of this guy.
He did.
So like, yeah. So for them just to do that in 5 episodes, it's like, all right.
The Dark Tournament has to be its own season,
bro. I call it its own season.
It has to be. It is its own season. The Dark Tournament is its own season.
The Dark Tournament, man.
And no, I can't. Look, we don't have the time for me to get into my thoughts on the Dark Tournament.
That's going to be such a thought piece.
I mean,
to break down.
There have been some really good ones written about it. You know, a lot of good video YouTubers, like YouTube documentarians and stuff. They've broken it down, but like the impact of the Dark Tournament on every tournament arc since then.
Nobody can follow.
Nobody can follow. You can only build upon it. You can only innovate it. It is the standard.
Nobody can follow it.
You can't. Even what is it? Dragon Ball Super. You know, it was very much a ripoff of Dark Tournament, and they didn't even do it that well. They really didn't do it that well.
Because at that point with Super, well, I think the whole point of Super is I definitely feel like Akira's like coming full circle with the series, but also they were just poking fun at themselves the entire time.
They were
in that tournament. You got Sentai people, magical girls.
They were poking fun at everybody. Yeah,
they're just like, all right, this dude changing too. Like, so what? Everybody got a form change. Knock him out, or everybody gonna die.
When that old dude changed into a freaking princess, fairy princess, dude, that killed me.
So it was a. I definitely see that, but the Dark Tournament itself, like this guy named Malcolm Crawford, content creator on TikTok, YouTube, got a podcast called The Storm Podcast.
Okay,
dope guy, definitely check him out. He just watched the Dark Tournament for the first time last year.
Whoa, what is that like?
Exactly.
Whoa.
Exactly.
Okay.
And he finished it. He gave an update like a month or two later.
What did he say?
And he's like, it is absolutely the best tournament card.
Okay.
I was like, you're damn right.
All right.
Read your scriptures.
Okay. If we're talking about scriptures, right? You first of all read them. Second of all, what I started reading this a year ago, this series, and I finished it this year. And if you're out there, if you know, you know, The Wheel of Time, 14 books.
Ooh.
Each one is a phone book. I read them all, and I'm dyslexic, so it was a challenge.
But you got through it.
Audiobook accompaniment. It's good.
Okay.
I finished all of it, and when I tell you, Jarrod, this is what so much fantasy is like, based on, like, inspired from, in terms of TV, stories, anime, video games. I wouldn't be surprised if Oda read Wheel of Time.
I'm dead.
Now, to be fair, Wheel of Time is a take on Lord of the Rings. The first 3 books are basically Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
But after that, it goes off. And if you're interested, there's an Amazon live action show of the Wheel of Time. It's 50-50. If you like it, it'll draw you to the books. Get to the books. Get to the books. If you love One Piece, you will love the Wheel of Time. I assure you.
Okay.
All right. And soft pitch, you're in a fantasy world where some magic is happening, spectral shit, but you find out very quickly that this fantasy world is actually Earth thousands of years into the future, after multiple apocalypses.
Oh, wow.
And their legends and myths are stuff from today. When they talk of the age of legends, when men flew in metal birds, they're talking about planes.
So we really on some Mad Max shit right
It's
now.
so good.
Okay, I'm sold.
It's Mad Max, but people have magic.
I'm sold on that. I'm definitely sold on that. Okay.
All right.
We're gonna just go right into it.
Let's do it.
Because you are definitely somebody that has influenced me to just become a black bull.
Just try it.
And I'm hooked.
Just go for a ride, man.
I'm fucking hooked, man.
It's so good.
Look, man. Black Clover. Let me straighten up my camera.
Yeah. I'll straighten up myself for the camera.
Black Clover is the true successor of the original Big Three. I feel like Black Clover.
I'm getting tingles right now, man.
I feel like Black Clover absolutely took energy and inspiration from One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach, and found a way to make it its own and be like, nah, you with the Black Bulls right now.
That's right.
Not Naruto.
Right.
That's not Ichigo.
It's not.
That's not Luffy.
Nope.
That's
Asta.
That is Asta.
His own guy.
Man.
It's hard.
And it takes a second because you're just ready for, like, all right, give me the stereotypical shonen stuff. Give me what I already know.
Boy, underprivileged boy, social outcast boy has a dream that nobody believes in. Let's watch him work for it.
Spiky hair and he yells all the time.
Spiky hair idiot. Give me a spiky hair idiot who can eat a lot. Love it.
And you gave him a black blade? So now you absolutely have my attention.
You gave him a Buster Sword. You gave him a Berserk Final Fantasy Cloud Buster Sword. I'm in.
Hey yo,
I'm in.
Asta was like he's like the coworker you can't rely on, but he wasn't properly trained.
He wasn't trained.
So this dude is swinging this like dull black blade and like
rusted.
Just taking dudes, like, not slicing them.
No.
Knocking them out.
Knocking them out because it's blunt.
It's
right?
Blunt object.
It's hard, dude. You ever walk into a rail? Oh, I feel like getting cut in half, dude. That's what it's like, times 100.
Oh, my God.
Because he's a goon.
He really is.
2,000 push-ups every morning just before breakfast.
Come on. I got to beat a Wizard King without magic. I gotta get my strength up.
So here's the thing, though, right? Black Clover walks so Mashal could run.
Ooh.
Okay.
Cordero definitely called him his cousin.
It's the cousin.
They're at least cousins.
Because Mashal's the funny cousin, right? Black Clover, that's the serious one. That's the one who's just like, nah, I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna get my shit right. You know, I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna work on it. There's so much the theme of work ethic, of patience, right? For everybody. Everything, everyone, all at once. It's great.
Cause, man, for it to take its time and be like, no, like just follow us. And then too, like I was saying earlier, Black Clover actually handles filler respectfully, where absolutely you do not have to watch this.
You know,
but this is directly connecting what we just did to where we about to go.
Right.
Without missing the beat. So even if it is just a short break because it is a festival and we getting awards right now, that's it. Because tomorrow we right back at base getting right back to it.
We got to jump in.
And we're going to build right back up to where we need to be at.
They know. You have to think about Black Clover in terms of when did it come out? Who was it competing with, dude? It was competing with the big three, right?
It came out because it was like My Hero, Black Clover, right at the tail end of Bleach and Naruto.
Right. My Hero, One Piece, right? Staying on top of all of them. Black Clover, and then there was another one that was out at the same time that was also pushing it. It'll come to me. But the point is, but you're still dealing with the specter of Bleach and Naruto as well, right? How do you stand out? How do you succeed? How do you make it past that initial sample volume to get picked up into series, right?
Right.
Character and world, right? The work that he puts into the characters is top tier. All of the characters, all of them are interesting. All of them have agency. All of them have their own personal goals. All of them have motivations. There is no wasted space in these characters. That for me is big. That pulls me in. Give me a good character, I'll follow along. The trick of it is he had to move fast. And he couldn't waste time, right? He couldn't put in too much work into a lot of the other stuff to keep up pacing. Because I don't know his background, but he's not Oda.
Mm-hmm.
He's not Oda. Light world building. This world is not that deep. What are the countries? The Clover Kingdom, the Spade Kingdom, the Heart Kingdom.
It's a continent broken up in like 4 pieces.
It's just playing cards. That's all it is, right?
Very simple.
It's not the Eichwald Kingdom. It's not the Westphalian hierarchical kingdom, right? It's Clover. It's Heart, right?
Spade.
You don't have to go that deep into it. And that's the point. The point is less work for the author, less work for us to get into it. So how do we get into it? Characters.
Because when they had their first mission, when Asa got his shroud, I'm a Black Bull now.
I'm a Black Bull now. I made it through the little training montage. I got it through all.
He's in the mansion. He meets some of the other Black Bulls.
He's in the clubhouse.
Not all of them. He hasn't met everybody. But he's meeting people.
I love the hidden members too.
And then it just like, oh shit, a dungeon just popped up. Go search it. And you're like, what do you mean a dungeon just popped up? It's like, no,
this world has what is it? Mana rich zones.
So it's, hey, a dungeon popped up. Go.
How long did that last? Not very long.
Not very long.
Right, but that you only needed that to get us in.
To get us started of like, hey, this world is already moving. Like Asta just got here. And we're learning it with him, like,
right?
Hey, this is your job now as a magic knight.
Because how would he know about dungeons and magic? He's an orphan in some, out in the bumbles,
eating
potatoes, and lusting over a nun. Which again, as a kid who grew up Catholic, I respect that.
Come on,
I respect it.
I always forget about that part too.
Oh, he was so hot for her, dude.
He wants to be Wizard King,
and it pays off. And recently, I don't know how far you are in reading, but that pays off.
I had a hard time reading it because it's like it's like that One Piece effect now, where it's like, I don't want to say Cliff Notes, but it goes pretty quickly.
No, it does. The anime takes its time. It has the space to really dramatize everything, right? The manga to me is storyboard, but no, it pays off. But I won't spoil it for you. But he had a break on the manga. He's still
But like the reason I say that Black Clover is embodying the original Big Three so much is because it kind of looks like it from like how they fight in and power systems and things like that. Fucking reincarnation magic, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, there's different magic systems involved here.
But this was the last one pushing for weekly.
Yeah.
Because right after this, My Hero's like, we're only doing seasons. Fire Force, we're only doing seasons. Demon Slayer ended 2 years ago now?
Yeah.
What's another? Dr. Stone is still going.
Yeah. I fell off on that one, but
it's his own thing.
Yeah.
Anime now doing season breaks. The only one that's still going is One Piece, even in the manga. Black Clover got pushed off.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're on a break right now.
They're in the monthly Shonen Jump. pages. They're no longer in the weekly, which I think that's just the growing trend now of the industry.
I think so too. I think it's, unless you pop big, unless you're like this phenomenon, or if you're this contained story that will end in a certain number of volumes, if you're not pushing those top sales consistently, it seems like you're gonna get pushed to monthly.
And with so many other manga out now and coming out, and then also just older gen getting the re-animated like treatment, reintroduction to a new generation, like a JoJo,
like a JoJo.
Yo, this shit came out. Part 6 Stone Ocean came out in like 2000, and we just got that. The anime just finished like last year.
Listen, JoJo's the progenitor of all of it.
So it's we're in a different field now.
Yeah,
as far as anime and manga, where
because we're getting web comics and Korean comics coming into like Solo Leveling is fire. Fire.
We're getting everything. Crunchyroll's buying up all the streaming apps that stream anime just to be the #1 hub for it all.
Do you know how many isekai anime I watch? Like all of them. All of them. I don't have time for a lot of the. I only have time for One Piece and then whatever my current obsession is, dude. What is it? Restaurant to Another World. Bitch, I was a cook, dude. I was a professional catering cook for a while. So I was watching this and I was like, whoa, Food Wars, right? But that's not an isekai, but I love it, Food Wars. But like Restaurant to Another World, Monster Dungeon. You know what's a good one? It's on Netflix. This is one of my favorite ones. Uncle from Another World.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
Nah. The only one
it's so good.
I'm new to isekais.
Okay.
Rise of a Shield Hero. That's a
that's
favorite. I gotta finish it.
That's Old Guard. Yeah.
And then this one, I guess it's technically not. I consider it one.
Which one?
Chilling in my 30s after getting fired.
When you all were talking about it, I was like, good. The truth is spreading. It is. I got laid off in my 30s. I got laid off over a year ago.
Okay.
I'm telling you, when I watched this, I was like, thank you. It was like it was a salve to my soul. I was like, yeah, good.
I'm like, this feels like an isekai. It's like this guy was in the wrong world making a job work.
Yeah.
Like making it work.
Yeah.
Then he gets fired, and then that job just falls apart.
Because the boss is the son of the former boss, and he just does not like you because you're good at your job.
Man.
I've been there. Come on, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
And to have other employees and managers be like, wait, I thought it was supposed to be done. Where's Daryl? Daryl's supposed to be taking care of this.
I fired Daryl. What?
Why would you fire Daryl?
And then just like, we're gonna kill this guy. We're gonna fucking. There's gonna be a little shake up in the demon world here.
Man, isekai is definitely creeping up on me because I'm feeling like shonen fatigue, especially with Wano being done in One Piece. Now I have nothing but time.
I have nothing
to just watch as much as I want to. So I've been doing a backlog of older series that came out in like 2000. So a lot of Shonen Jump's backlog that did get animated. Yeah. I just wasn't aware of or just wasn't really checking for it. Yeah. So the big two on my list right now that I'm currently watching and reading at the same time. Okay. Actually, I'm only reading and watching one. Black Cat.
Whoa.
Black Cat. And then Ice Shield 21.
Whoa, you're going back.
These are becoming fan favorites of mine because I'm realizing now how much of a hold the big three had on me in my late teens, like early 20s. We're like, yo, this is all I really need to watch. Right. What was it? It was Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. For Toonami or
for One Piece.
Oh yeah.
For like the drop dates.
Oh yeah. Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Right.
This is back in pirate days.
This is back in the pirate days.
These are pirate days.
Yes. Yes, it's still, you know what's funny? Wednesday's still the big leak day.
Come on, son.
Yeah.
Come
it's still
on,
Wednesday. Son. On Wednesdays, I read the sneak peek previews of the scans coming up.
Because I think Wednesdays was Naruto, Tuesdays was Bleach, and Sunday was One Piece.
Damn, yeah. Sunday the holy day.
Come on, like so I was just lost in these shows, just watch anime and go to work and figure out whatever I was doing in my life at that point. Right. I wasn't watching anything else. The most I did, this was when I was in middle school, had a Japanese exchange student. Actually, no. His dad was in the military and they moved to this small rural town, North Carolina. Right. I happened to be at. End up chatting with him, just of course talking about anime and shit. He shows me a bunch of One Piece trading cards. He shows me what Mr. Zero looked like before we found out what Crocodile's name is. So you talking middle school Gerard just lost his shit. I was like, how do you have this card right now?
Whoa.
The whole time, like, Mr. Zero had a Baroque works, and he shows me this nigga with a fucking fur coat, ascot, scar across the face. I didn't even see the golden hook yet.
Right. But
right?
you saw the scar
Oh,
across
man.
the face.
Oh,
Who's this goon?
man.
Who's this Don?
I was so hyped. So from there, we're just chit chatting. I asked him about this game called Jump Superstars.
Yes.
And you're aware of it.
Yes, of course.
And he's like, yeah, I have it. You want to borrow it? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah.
Played Jump Superstars years later. I played Jump Ultimate Stars.
Wow.
And this is my actual introduction to, like, Jarrod, there's more to the world of anime than you understand. Like, yes, you did have a run of Shonen Jumps in 05.
Of course.
But there's way more that you don't even know about.
Yeah.
So, like, getting introduced to Hunter x Hunter, JoJo, all the sports anime, like Prince of Tennis, Ice Shield.
Prince of Tennis.
Come on, bro.
That back shot that ruined that guy's elbow. He's like, I'm doing this to teach you a lesson. And then he blew out his elbow and ruined his career until he came back later after surgery.
So it was like I kept these shows locked in my head like a black cat.
Like a black cat.
And then I find this site called Analinks, and now I'm just going through the A through Z.
Just going through it.
And, like, let's go to the last episode of Ice Shield 20. What is a football anime going to do for me? And I see one of the most intense touchdowns of my life to end a series. Bro, I just got done with their official training arc in America. The Death March.
Oh.
These motherfuckers had to push like a flatbed tow truck from Texas all the way to Vegas.
Jesus.
Right. Teenagers from Japan is like,
from Japan.
If y'all trying to win this Christmas Bowl, we got to do this.
This is what you got to do.
And then the coach that's telling y'all, like, look, y'all can quit whatever y'all want because you can't ruin your career. Motherfucker rolls up his shorts, show his blown out knee from what, like, his trauma from when he tried the Death March when he was in peak condition. Crazy. I'm in love with
That's insane.
With Ice Shield 20. Like, it's such a trip to me now. Like, it's hard for me to explain to younger audiences.
Yeah.
Like, yo, there wasn't a place that we can go to and get all of this legally.
There wasn't.
There was not a place to get this all legally.
Right.
And now it is. Now you telling me 2024, I can put aside $20 a month, and that's on the high end. Me just throwing a rough estimate out there.
Sure.
Because Shonen Jump app is like $2-3. Crunchyroll's like $12.
Yeah.
$20 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And now I got access.
Everything. The world.
Come on, son.
The world. What are you after? The world. If anybody's read recent One Piece, you know who I'm referencing. One of my new favorite characters, dude. I don't know. Dude. Can I talk about it? No. Respect. Off camera.
I'll take I'll even take the spoilers now because I don't know where I don't know where it's going.
Don't worry.
It's a while.
He's going off right now. Right now, current like this issue leaked this week. Off, dude.
Because Wano was Wano was the defining moment for me to be like, I don't care what anybody says. This is the hardest shit out right now.
Right now.
Oda is definitely ending this series soon because this motherfucker overspent on this season. We talking like almost 200 episodes of fuego from start to finish.
Yeah.
From Luffy picking up a samurai sword and punching people with it.
Oh, so good. So good.
Getting knocked out by Kaido.
That's right.
Fighting a bunch of bootleg Devil Fruit users.
He took mad brain damage.
And then you got the Straw Hats with their shenanigans around town.
Yeah.
Like, one of my favorite parts is when Robin and Usopp got to go through the gate. It's just like, what about Brook? It's just like, all right, just follow along. And just acted like a haunted.
Brooks one of my faves, man. Brooks one of my faves.
Look at that. We were talking about Black Clover and went right back to One Piece.
You can't escape it.
Can't escape
it. It has its own gravity.
Oh God, it got me so hyped. I'm about to watch it now. I'm about to watch this shit. All right. Gotta let you go.
Let's do it. Let's wrap up.
I gotta let you go. What do you want to end on? Do you want to actually tell us a little bit about your piece that you wrote about Magna from Black Clover?
Absolutely. So what I'm breaking down in this piece, so I wrote it's on my blog. You can go to my Instagram at Delgado Writes and just find a link there to my blog. I like to break down stuff. I've done a couple of comparison pieces between like real life movies and anime, and I'm coming at it from like a technical writerly standpoint. And so Black piece, I wrote this thing, the Magna problem, right? In anime, there are a lot of the times in a shonen action anime, there are these characters who you use to build up the protagonist early on, right? Necessary. You need them. They're members of the crew, maybe they're early antagonists, whatever. But what happens then as the character progresses, because shonen is a power fantasy just like any other power progression fantasy, they get stronger, but what happens to those other people? They're not the main characters. You don't do anything with them. You just have them fuck off to a mountain for a while, right? They don't get stronger. They don't have a reason to. Now there's new protagonists. So what happens is now in the end or climax of an arc or a series run or whatever, you have your protagonist facing down this big demon or this monster, this enemy or whatever, right? And then you have these side characters who either they're not there or when they're there, they're bits. They're just they get got so that the protagonist can get enraged and achieve a new form of power, or they're off just like cowering on the side or whatever. I'm looking at you, Tien. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, Yajirobe. I'm looking at a lot of these early on.
Look, the Z fighters is nothing but bench warmers.
They're not even bench warmers, man, because they're not gonna get into the game. They're the water boys, dude. You know what I mean? Right. They're the ones taking tickets at the front door.
Oh, don't tell them that.
They're not on. Somebody has to. Can't get hurt out here.
Right.
So I say all that to say, Krillin. I say all that to say I had to throw it in. I love you, Krillin, but
get it together.
Get it together, man. Quit. Quit. You did right by becoming a cop. I mean, I don't. First of all, ACAB, I don't support it, but
right.
You're looking for a state job. You could become a fireman.
I'm dead.
You know what I mean? You can fly. You can save cats from trees. All fucking. Anyways, like, what Black Clover does. What I love about it is that they addressed this issue. This has been an issue in multiple anime. This is not just anime too. This is in different TV, whatever. And they did it through this character, Magna. Magna is he's kind of like a Kuwabara, right? He's like kind of like the punk, delinquent, basic fire magic user who takes Asta, the protagonist, under his wing initially, teaches him the ropes, and it's kind of like the first power scaling character. It's like, this is how strong I am, and you are not that strong yet. Okay. Well, we get to like the triumvirate, the three devil arc, where it's like you're facing off against literal like Lucifer. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. This dude Lucifero, right? Gravity magic dude, health regeneration magic, just like OP overpowered dude, broken character, shows up to the Black Bull hideout, to the home base, comes to their home solo. And you think, oh, you're going to shoot the one? Nah, he 1v2s both Asta and Yami, right?
Shit.
1v2s them, right? We even had a moment where Yami had to pass off his katana to Asta to get the finishing blow in because he couldn't do it. Barely take him down. Barely take him down, dude. Barely take him down. But they don't realize he's got regeneration magic, so he gets right the fuck up. And then his other boy, his bone demon teleportation guy, shows up. And just like, oh, okay, you're weakened. I'm taking Yami. I'm taking my boy. I'm out of here. Peace. Powerless. So this guy, this Lucifero guy, the one who 1v2'd Asta and Yami, you think it's going to be him. You think it's going to be, Asta to face him down again when they go into the demon castle to face down the final, right? But it's not. The one who shows up to deal with this fucking literal Lucifer demon man is Magna. And Magna, he walks, I remember the panel perfectly. He walks into that room because you think it cuts the thing. You think it's going to be Asta because he's in the castle too. And it's just Magna with the shades on, with the breeze on his fucking scarf, and Zora. Remember Zora?
Yeah.
Right behind Trap Magic dude, right? Right behind him, kind of like Don King, like his promoter. Like, the champ is here.
Damn.
The champ is here. And so, I'll shortcut it here, but they start fighting, and very quickly you realize, oh, he's no match for this demon guy. But then all of a sudden, there's this chain of fire connecting the demon to Magna, and then Magna swings again, and this time it connects, and this time it does damage. And you're like, what? And Magna's like, oh, we're sharing our magic power now 50-50, and if you rip this chain out, you're gonna go insane. So you shouldn't do that. Anyways, knuckle up, bitch. Bang, bang, like Hajime no Ippo style close combat, dude.
He hit him. He hit him with the knife edge death.
He hit him with socialism. He hit him. His magic power is socialism. He said, "Comrade, we're sharing the wealth. You have much, I have little. Not in my world.
Put your hands up.
Put your hands up. I'm gonna teach you about the red storm, dude.
Oh God, that's hard.
And so it just leads to one of the best, not only flashbacks, but then endings to the fight, right? It shows this flashback, and we talked about earlier, Black Clover, the theme of hard work. And in this flashback, it doesn't show Magna like doing a bunch of like fire magic and like, fighting hard, difficult monsters. It doesn't. It shows him going to Zoro and be like, hey man, I know I'm weak, I know I'm dumb, but I gotta get stronger. What can I do? And Zoro takes him like, come here, takes him to his office, and it's just paper everywhere, spells being written down, charts, graphs, tomes, books, sheets and sheets of this stuff, parchment. And he's like, you want to get stronger? You're going to have to study. And Magna's like, what? 6 months of this fucking idiot just learning how to do runes, like little basic runes, just like learning, all to do one spell. 6 months of work to be able to do one magic spell. The kind of spell that a protagonist could just do in a flash. But he worked 6 months to do it. And that work paid off to this magic where he can split the power between himself and a stronger opponent, even 50-50. And it leads to just like, it's just so, it's so elegant the way it's done. Because it's something that's been done before. This isn't new shit. Mm-hmm. But taking this character, who we kind of come to love because he was like the first person to take Asta under his wing and really be his champion, and support him. To give him this glow up, to be able to face down the dude who 2v1 Asta and Yami and knocked him and pretty much beat him, really.
Yami being definitely like a third protagonist in the show.
100%. It is a solution. It is an elegant solution to a problem that happens in a lot of anime, which is like, don't waste what you have.
Ooh.
Don't just introduce new shit because you have to come up with new shit.
Ooh.
Use what you have.
Ooh, okay.
Because that's how you get into bullshit filler.
Okay.
That's how you get into arcs that don't make sense. Skip that season. It's not good. But you'll get to the next one. That's good. No.
That's how we get teasers of Sakura being a badass.
Right.
Because you forget that she trained with
Tsunade
for like a whole year.
And then that first fight against her and what? Data? No, the sand guy? Her and the grandma and Sasori. Her, the grandma, and Sasori. That's her real show-up fight. That's her real, like, hey, I'm Sakura.
That's a top 5 fight in the Naruto series.
100%.
Maybe Shippuden. I can't say all of Naruto.
I would say Shippuden.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair. Because the whole Naruto, that's a lot, too.
That's a lot.
So, yeah, I would say, and then so, that fight, it ends up with, again, nothing new introduced. It introduces this concept, our magic power shared. So if they're both burning it, at an equal pace. They end up without magic power by the end. And this guy, this Lucifero guy, he doesn't know what that's like. He has so much magic, he doesn't know what it's like to run out. But Magna does, because he don't have that much. He knows what it's like to fight with only nothing but smoke in the tank.
You put limitations on Superman?
What happens then? Because Superman doesn't know how to be just a man. He only knows how to be Superman.
God damn.
So when you fuck with him psychologically like that, when you shake him like that, and he's got nothing left and he comes at you, it's so easy. He just comes in with that Hajime no Ippo counter punch, right?
Not a liver blow.
No, straight. He does that one. I forgot the antagonist from the first run for Ippo, but it was like he just holds out his arm and lets the guy run into it. Like that's the perfect counter.
Right.
That's the perfect counter. It's like, all right, got it, and it's over. And then it's just this beautiful shot of Magna head pitched back, screaming, roaring over this fucking goon of his victory. And here's my favorite part. It's framed in a way where there's a doorway in the frame. And then the next panel, 2 people pop into that doorway and see Magna. And that's Asta, protagonist of the story, and Luck, which is the electric guy, the electric murder baby.
Yeah.
Who is Magna's rival in a lot of ways. And they both get to see Magna have done what neither of them really could have done, which was take out that guy.
Man.
It's like Krillin taking out Broly.
Bro, and I just got to, like, of course that was spoilers for me, but not by much. It only just made me more hype because the last episode I watched is when Magna had to convince Yami. He was like, send me to Spade. He was like I don't care if I'm limited on talent. I'll make it work.
Here, okay. If you don't mind, I'll spoil you a little bit.
Okay.
Just because you're gonna hit a break and you're not gonna get what happens for a while until they animate it. He goes to Spade. It's off screen. He goes to Spade, and they tell him, "You're too weak to learn our magic. We're sorry. There's nothing we can do." That's who shows up to Zora's door like, "Please help me. I've tried everything. I need to get stronger."
Fucking Black Bulls, man.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Man. Dog, from when Asta got his arms cursed.
Yeah.
And then what's the witch lady?
Oh, the girl's mom. Oh yeah, like the blood witch.
For me, that was such a curveball because I'm like, of course they're gonna get it done, but the question is how.
How?
And then you just like, well, let's get this person that's a part of his guild that's just always drunk in the background. She's helped them win fights.
Of course.
But she's there.
She's chilling. She's chilling.
Support character.
Background.
She sobers up and is just like, I'm gonna help Asta, and I'm gonna have to do something I really don't want to do.
We're gonna go talk to my mom. Relatable to everybody out there.
That's hard.
Relatable.
That's hard.
That's so beautiful. It's human. That's a human problem, right?
And nobody wants problems with the Witch King.
Nobody does, dude.
Nobody.
She owns her own country, my G.
And to go from there to his first power up, that's when I was like, okay, Black Clover.
But here's the thing: not just him. The girl, she got it too.
She did. I forgot.
She got that cat that can change fate.
The minute you're like, oh, I don't need help anymore, and it's like, she can
he still does. Yeah, he does.
Fate Ultimate Lord.
Oh, so strong, and it continues to pay off throughout the series. Right, so that was kind of one of the first examples of what I'm calling the Magna solution, which is like, if you're gonna glow up your protagonist, glow up one of the companions too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Carlos.
That's me.
Delgado.
That's me.
Oh my gosh, thank you. We're definitely gonna have you back.
I'll be black. I'll be back. Whatever you need, brother.
Come on. Black Clover.
Black Bull, bro. I'm here.
Black Clover.
That's it.
Come on, bro. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, follow us on all the things. Jump ENT, Linktree/Jump ENT. Follow Carlos.
At Delgado Writes. I have a story out right now on Kaleidocast. It's a short story I wrote, voice acted. It's really good. Just find me at Delgado Writes.
Definitely. And y'all have a great rest of your day. Watch Black Clover.
Do
Watch
it.
it.
Do
Peace.
it. Do it.